What do we got here? This is the FB-800G. Who's it by? I don't know. It's maybe it's by Pergear, because that's who branded the one that I got on Amazon.com. But on AliExpress and on eBay, it doesn't have a brand name, so it is a fake Dedolight. I've seen a Dedolight, I believe it's the DL9, that has very similar features to this, almost exactly the same, other than this little star on the back here. Is this as good as the Dedolight? I don't know. The Dedolight runs for about $1,200, I believe. This was $269. It's cheap, and that's why I bought it. I mean, cheap comparatively to a lot of lights in its range. If you look at the KMTV Boltzmann 60 watt, which I'm going to be showing this with side by side after, that runs for about $398 for the 60 watt version. The 100 watt is quite a bit more than that, so they are 2/3 to double the price of this thing for the similar wattage. What does it do? Okay, let's. Here's the controller. So this hangs off your light stand or off your light, I guess, and it is the controller for it. Let's flick the big switch on here, and this other power switch to AC, and here you go. You got a light. This is at the lowest percentage. No, that's at the lowest percentage. This is at full blast. It also has a nice ring here to focus it down to, it says, I believe 5%. It's quite a tight spot, and it goes out to 55 degrees. 5%? 5 degrees. So there you go. It's blinding you now. Turn that off. Another great thing about this control box is it's got a built-in V-mount. I've got a lot of V-mount batteries, so to me this is pretty exciting because I haven't had a light in a while that wants a V-mount, so pretty cool. What's good about this light? Build quality. This thing is pretty solid aluminum. That does come at a cost. It's 12 pounds for this, at least in the packaging, so it's maybe 11 pounds without the cardboard box. It came with no extras. It literally was these two things with the barn doors and an instruction book that really didn't have much useful instructions to it.
Here are a couple of things that ignoramus forgot to tell you about me. I have a CRI of 90 plus. Yes, my color accuracy is 90 and a bit. Does that mean 95? No, it probably just means 90. All right. Let's move on. I'm a daylight light with a 5600K color temperature. A lot of the listings will say that I'm bicolor. What they mean by that is that I'm bicolor curious, in that I have a 5600K daytime balance, but an orange drop-in filter. Does that make me a bicolor light? No. Also, if you remove these sexy barn doors from me, you'll see a beautiful Bowens mount that you can mount all sorts of lighting accessories into. All right.
Now let's cut to the fake brick wall with the comparison lighting footage. So I'm pointing roughly the center of that brick wall. It's a little over 10 feet away. And slowly crank this up. That's it at its widest, down to its darkest, brightest, darkest. Now we're going to do the fresnel spotting. Lowest, brightest. So this is the KMTV Boltzmann at 100%. Down to, oh, it actually goes to 0. To 100. 0. And let's spot that. So why would you buy this light? I would say it's good if you've got a studio that you want to put this in, or like a space that you're lighting on the regular. If you're a filmmaker and you want to light up a fairly big space, the 80 watts is going to do you pretty good. It is not something I'd want to lug around all the time because of the weight. It was hard looking at pictures on Amazon and AliExpress and trying to figure out how much this thing was going to weigh, what size it was even. While it is big and heavy, it's definitely a huge improvement over the tungsten fresnels of old, which weighed 20 pounds and 30 pounds. This thing is still pretty nice compact size. You can throw it into a bag. You can always take this and this apart. Why would I want to use this? I'd probably use it in a studio setting. If I'm a filmmaker and I'm going out to light not a bigger set, but like a medium-sized set, it's gonna put out enough light to do that. There's also a 50-watt version, which I believe is the FB-800G, and it's a little bit smaller, I believe, in size, slightly different, but it does have the same Dedolight kind of colors to it. I might pick that one up because I'm curious. Light!